welcome back to my channel. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality, and today I have a small tutorial for you. I wanted to show you how to make these really cute seam binding package shaker tags. This was an old seam binding packaging. Here's an empty one that I have, another one, but I had picked up several packages of seam binding from the thrift store. And it seems like whenever I go to the thrift store, they always have packages of seam binding. And these just happen to have these cardboard containers that have the little windows on them. So I thought that they would be perfect to make a little shaker tag. So that's what we are going to do today. Some things that you will need is your packaging. I have some scrap paper that I want to use. I'm going to do more of a winter theme for this one. So I have this paper. It was from a paper stack, the winter paper stack this year from Michael's Hot Buy. I have some silver trim there. I have a couple things of trim I may use. These were from Michael's that were on clearance from Halloween. I have, for the shaker part, 2 iridescent sequins, and then I have these seed beads here. I think I'll just use the pink ones, or maybe these 2 here, I'm not sure. And then I have a vintage card here that has this section cut out, so I'm going to cut off these bells to put on there. I have some glue, I have some scissors, and then I also have some pink satin ribbon, just in case I want to add in a little bit of a ribbon or fabric element to my tag. And lastly, I have these silver bells here. If you noticed, I'd put a bell up at the top of my tag on this one. So yeah, the first thing you want to do is take your binding package and open it up, and we are going to add some sequins and some beads. That should be enough. The next thing you want to do is put some glue on your flaps. Alright, so when it's dry, you can turn it back over, and now we have a nice little shaker card or tag. So now it's just basically decorating the front. I don't think I actually like this on it, so I'm not going to use that. I'm just going to use my fabric and my trims and my little vintage image here. So I'm just cutting this down for it to go down there. So I'm pretty much going to be mimicking this one. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue down here and smush it around a little bit with my finger so that I don't get like big globs looking under the fabric. Just like that. And then I have this little trim card, and I want to put some of this little pom-pom trim down at the bottom. Found it. And I want to bring in the turquoise down there, so I think I'm going to put a little bit of rickrack across the bottom, and then put the pom-pom trim on the top there. I'm going to cut another little piece of this. That here. And this will go on top of that. All right, so I went in my stash and I found this piece of gold trim that I had left over from a project. I also pulled out one of my silver bells, but I want to be gold, and I don't have any gold ones. But what I did have was this gold marker. It's a Prismacolor metallic marker. So I went ahead and colored it, and I actually like it because it's not so shiny like the super shiny bright gold bells that you buy. It kind of looks antique-ish, sort of. So, and that's the look we're going for since it's a vintage seam binding thing, and I have a vintage card here. So I'm going to grab my pieces of trim that I want to use. And I think I didn't cut that long enough. And I think I've changed my mind as well on that. I think I want to use this to bring that color up more on the top anyways. So I'm going to cut it a little bit longer. And it's probably about 4 inches. Yeah, about 4 inches. And we'll just start layering. And I have my little pink piece here. Now, what I did, so I didn't have a hole in here and nothing, you know, so the inside pieces didn't sneak out of the hole. I used my stapler, which I'm going to go grab, and stapled this to the top, and then I just I had a piece of twine that I tied the bell onto. So let me go grab my stapler and I'll come right back. All right, take your pieces, lay them out the way you want them. And I'm just gonna staple it right at the top here. Just like that. I'm going to trim this because it's kind of folding funny here, like that. And then I have some pink and white twine that I want to use. And I think this was from Joann's, Miss Sparkle and Company. So I'm going to thread it through my bell here. And then I'm going to tie it around these 3 pieces of trim, just in a double knot. That, and that just adds another color and texture element to the top. Just like that. And it's super cute, and this is something that you can slide into one of your pockets in your junk journal, and it brings that extra special vintage touch to it, this would be great to do, you know, just a regular theme, not Christmas, but if you have a sewing junk journal, it would be great because you're using all your elements that you have and that have to do with sewing. And this, I would take a trip to your thrift store and I would bet most likely they will have packages of old seam binding, because it seems like whenever I go, they always have them like bundled up in like 5 or 6 packs or something. I don't know. But it's, you know, it's making something out of what you find or what you already have. Some of you may already have this in your stash if you do sewing. So they turned out super cute. Give me a thumbs up if you like this. Leave me a comment and subscribe, and I will see you again next time. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality. Bye. God bless.